Okie doke. All right. Well, we're live. Welcome in, everybody. Let's see what we can get going tonight. Here comes Miss Bougie. She knew I was going live, so she came on in the house. What's going on? Welcome in. If it's your first time here, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button and comment. That's how this works. For those of y'all that are coming in for the first time, this is a chat, just like if you were sitting in your duck blind and you and your buddy and y'all were sitting there talking and whatever needs to be said. Looks like my internet's stupid tonight. So come on in the house, have a seat. Let's get it started. I guess I'm still here. Got a little hiccup there. It says I'm live. Oh, well, we're just messing around till we get some people in here. That's what I'm kind of hoping on. Guess Bougie had enough and she wanted to leave. Anyway, this live stream is brought to you by Salt Creek Custom Ammunition. If y'all want some good ammo, y'all need to get a hold of Keith G and get you some of the best custom made ammo out there. All your sub gauges, 410s, 28s, 20s, 16s, 12 gauges, 10 gauges, turkey loads, waterfowl loads, coyote loads. He can get it done for you. Also by Trulock choke tubes. Listen, I've shot a lot of choke tubes over the years, and I have, along with Salt Creek Custom Ammunition, Trulock is really the best. If you're going to shoot TSS and bismuth, you need some Trulock choke tubes. Also, Biscuit Built 3D. You've seen, if you watched any of my videos, you've seen them. That tree hanger that he has, it's got 2 straps on it. Man, you can hang whatever you want off that tree while you're duck hunting. He also makes a DIY kit for motion decoys. So y'all check him out, Biscuit Built 3D. You can find him on TikTok, Instagram, and Etsy. Anyway, I got 2 people in here. How y'all doing? Don't forget to comment. Let me know what's going on. If you're new, please comment and introduce yourself. Tell me where you're from. Most everybody that comes in here will just hang out and have a good time. We'll come up with a theme after a while. We don't normally do it until we get enough people in here to find out what's going on. When I do get enough people in here, I'm going to show y'all what I got. Got it in the mail today. So, little addition to the video. Randy, what's going on, buddy? How you been? Hopefully Bentley's watching. If he is, hello, Bentley. I got all kind of stuff popping up here. Hang on, let me get all this crap out of the way. Man, there we go. Oh, come on. Anyway, I'm always looking for something different. Yeah, he's in the house watching Cobain's. I'm always looking for something to get more angles when I'm videoing. That seems to be the big problem is trying to get things set up and get enough cameras rolling instead of rolling just one camera, one GoPro. Hey, Charles, how you doing? I went and got this little thing here. That is a camera. And I ordered it, and it came in the mail today, and I've seen a lot of good reviews on these little POV cameras. It's pretty cool. It came with a lot of little accessories. One of them, which I really like, is this little lanyard right here. And the back of your camera is magnetic. You hang that around your neck and go to town. Hey, that's pretty cool. And it came with a lot of other accessories. It came with a bill clip or pocket clip if you want to put one of those in there. A waterproof case, and a lot of the other stuff is basically GoPro kind of stuff, but it came with a lot of stuff. Anyway, I can't wait to, like I said, I just got it in this afternoon, so can't really wait to get out there and see what kind of video it does. I think it would be great doing POV type video, especially when you're fishing and that kind of thing, instead of having a big bulky GoPro on top of your head. Like I said, it's got a lot of accessories with it, so you can kind of set it up on different things. I'm going to try this out. Anyway, that was my big thing for the night. So, Charles, how y'all doing? I hope everything's good your way. How's the weather? Randy, you same thing. How's the weather there? You in the shop working? Okay. What are we working on? Anything good? Bentley, what are you doing? Hope you got all your homework done. Like I said, it came with a lot of little accessories. All kind of stuff in here, man. I mean, really, all kind of little gadgets. Can't wait to I said I can't wait to use it. I think it'd be pretty cool. Give me another angle. Whether I wear it, deer stands, cool beans. Whether I wear it or set it up on a tree or something. I know this is a lanyard. What you're supposed to do is put this inside your shirt and put this little lanyard inside your shirt, and it just got that magnet on it, and it'll stick right there. I don't see it going anywhere. You know, I might put this on a strap on a tree, warm and dry. Yeah, it's been dry here too, man. We haven't had hardly any rain to speak of. We need some bad. We got crops that need it. Speaking of, my dad and my brother-in-law they've been doing some planting on this little spot that they have. They've been going out there, and he's been planting all kind of stuff. Arrowhead, anything, a lot of aquatic stuff, arrowhead, that kind of stuff. Some smartweed. They're planting little Japanese millet as well. Some other stuff. Trying to entice the old ducks to come in. We'll have to see. He's got a pretty good area. It's bordered by a big swamp, so if nothing else, the wood ducks find it. I don't think you're going to be able to beat them out of it. As much food as they're putting in there, they're planting. But it's all, let's see what happens. Oh, what else, man? Hope y'all had a great Easter. Hope y'all got to spend some time with your families over the weekend. Maybe get a little turkey hunting. I hope y'all ate a bunch of ham and deviled eggs. It seems like that's all we do at my house for Easter. So happy Easter to everybody. Like I said, I hope y'all had a good time with you and with your families and whatnot. What else is going on, guys? Y'all need to talk to me. I would love to get if he shows up tonight, I'm gonna ask him. But if Jeremiah, you're out there, you're sitting in the back listening. Speak up. I'd love to get you on panel tonight. Meant to send, if you're listening, I meant to send you a text message earlier, but things got away from me. Work had me going from one end to the other. It was a busy Monday as always. Randy's in there building deer stands. He makes that is a sturdy deer stand, buddy. Still eating ham. Yep, that will be meals for the next week or so, I guess. Y'all do a spiral cut, or what'd y'all do, Charles? Now, my wife went up to North Carolina to visit her mom and whatnot, so they weren't. I didn't have anybody here, but she brought me Sunday night when she came home. She brought me a big plate, and I sat down and sorry guys, the diet went out the window. I ate ham and potato salad and deviled eggs and had a pretty good sized container of banana pudding. And yeah, I ate it. I ate like I had never eaten a meal in the past 6 months. So what else? What else has got? What do y'all got going on? I'd like to know what y'all are doing, man. Are y'all fishing? You turkey hunting? Hey, Wanda, what's going on? Long time no see. I'm glad you stopped by. Jeff Barris is in the house. Hey, Jeff, how you doing? Wanda, y'all have a good Easter. I know when you're cooking at Louisiana cooking, I guarantee you had a lot of food going on. Let's see here. Well, like I said, I was pretty much, yes, it was a great Easter. Mark Taylor's out here. How's it going, Mark? Glad you could make it, buddy. A little turkey hunting, been 2 times, nothing yet. I got you. I need to go. I need to go and just to go do some filming. I didn't get tags this year, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But I wouldn't mind going sitting up under a tree and see if I can't get one to come up and bow up while I get them on film. We just been doing some catfishing. I got you. Y'all having good luck with them? Y'all catching plenty? We had a home invasion in our village this afternoon. Had to give the wife a gun refresher course. Holy cow. That's not good. That ain't good. We caught some. They are actually hitting now. I got you. Well, you are you fishing now and just listening to the live, or you what are you doing? Bacon wrap bunnies for Sunday dinner? No, no. I was here by myself this weekend. Oh no, not now. Okay. No, anti. By the way, thanks for coming in. No, we didn't. Um, wife, she left out of here Thursday. Got back Sunday night. She went up, visited her mom, and I was supposed to work. I went fishing with my dad's Friday. Um, then Saturday, I was supposed to work Saturday and Sunday, but Saturday work got canceled, and I ended up doing some yard work. And then Sunday, I had to work. Um, and like I said, I was by myself. So I cooked up some smoked sausage, and that's what I had. And then my wife got home Sunday night, and she brought me a big plate of food that she, um, big. She brought back a big plate of food, and I ate that Sunday night. Have you been crappie? I have not been crappie fishing. We've been we've been doing a little bit of brim fishing and bass fishing, but that's about it. I was throwing a crappie jig Friday. The pond that we were at has a few crappie in it, and I was kind of hoping to catch a couple, but ended up catching brim with it, and did caught a little small bass. There was no size to them at all, so I think of all the fish we caught, you couldn't have even made a fish sandwich. They was so small, but they were fun. They were fun. I gotta find out. We will start fishing this weekend, catfishing crappie. Okay. All right. So I am having some issues with the internet right now, and I don't know what's going on. So if I'm in and out, I apologize. But this is the second time it's done this. Well, you know, I'll put it to you like this: I don't wish bad things on anybody. I'm certainly not going to do it on this channel. Everybody has a right to their opinion. So there you go. Your internet's been wacky for a while. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Um, it was acting up earlier today while I was at work. I don't know what's going on with this thing. There's no storm out there. It's about as clear as a bell out there. Seems like when it's raining and whatnot, I get better internet. But when it's sunny and warm, it just it wants to act up. I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway, So trying to get things ready for this season, for duck season. I know we still got a few months out, but making plans. For those of y'all that hunt Arkansas and was thinking about hunting Arkansas for the early teal season, they have reduced their days. They've gone to 8 days. And I think it starts September 20th. But you only got about 8 days. I was supposed to leave on the 14th of September and go hunt for 3 days with a buddy of mine, but it looks like we're going to push it back to the 20th. And he is a guide, so I got to be. As soon as I get word from him that it's okay, the people he's guiding, those 3 days I'm gonna be there, they don't mind being filmed, or they understand that I'm gonna be filming. But of course, if they don't get any water for that time period, then there's no sense in going. They won't start pumping fields up until till October. So if they don't have any water, rainwater on the field, there's no sense in going. So it's kind of up in the air right now. If it doesn't work out, there's a chance I may be able to go up there in November. And of course, I'll be hunting with Chris and Bryce in January. And in the meantime, going back and forth to North Carolina, looks like, if things work out. It all depends on water, weather, and ducks. And I just hope it doesn't end up being another summer duck year or wood duck year. I'd like to be able to shoot some mallards this year. I really would. I'd like to be able to get into them, but we'll see. Let's see here. What else did I got got a new dummy launcher for Bougie. Got that the other day. We went out Friday and used it for the first time. That thing, boy, it'll kick him out there. She was having fun running through the fields looking for him. So hopefully, like I said, we're going to continue to work Bougie all through the year, all through the. Yeah, I guess, Charles. That should be coming up in what, June, July? I can't ever remember. I mean, I know who I'll hunt with, and that's Poor Boys Outdoors. I know I'll hunt with them if I do get one. I didn't get one last year, so I'll probably apply for it this year again. July 1st. You're going to have to remind me because I will probably forget again. I'd love to go back up there and shoot another swan. I never did get the one that I shot 2 years ago. I still ain't got him back from the taxidermist. I can't even get the guy to call me back. Can't get him to call me. Sending messages, cannot get him to call me. So if I kill one this time, I'm bringing him home. I'm giving him to a local. And I know, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'll have a preference point. Yeah, you know, I went and dug out of the trash that old one, and you know the little groove that the O ring goes in. There was no groove there. There was no groove. So I don't. I just threw it back in the trash and walked away. Have I ever done any lottery hunts on here in South Carolina? No, I've never done a lottery hunt in South Carolina. It takes too long for me. It just takes. I know guys that have been waiting 4, 5, 6 years to get drawn, and I'm not putting up with that. Not for the amount of ducks that are here. It's crazy. You go to North Carolina, you put in for a lottery hunt up there, and you may not get it the first year, but you're almost guaranteed to get it the second year. Third year, you might not get it. The fourth year, you'll more likely get it. I mean, it's they treat the out of staters pretty good, and you know here, like I said, I know guys that have waited a long time. They still haven't been drawn yet. So I think South Carolina needs to do a lot of things that North Carolina are doing, to be quite honest. But that's just the way it is. I'm just not going to waste my money on something that's, you know, if I'm going to do a lottery, I want to go after something. You know what I'm saying? You know, with the Swan Lottery, um, you know, listen, you hunt with the guys that I hunt with, and unless something terrible happens, you're going to have a chance to shoot a swan. It's that simple. And that's a trophy. I'm not going out and hunting in South Carolina lotteries to shoot a couple of teal and a spoonbill. I'm just not going to do it. You just don't have the ducks here. So the Kansas governor vetoed the bill that limited out of state hunters to 3 days. See, that's, you know, I only have one barrel. I only have one barrel anti. And you know, the one I have on the Sweet 16 is a 28-inch barrel. That's all I need. I really wish I'd have got the 20 instead of the 28. I wish I'd have got the 26, but I went ahead with the 28. Well, that's good, Jeff, because you know we were talking about that on a different channel the other night, on a different platform. You know, guys were talking about out of state hunters ruining their hunts and whatnot, and because there's so many out of state people coming there, and I'm like, well, what was, you know, we solved this real quick. How many licenses were sold to residents, and how many licenses were sold to non-residents. And one of the guys quickly checked on it, and sure enough, the out-of-state hunters bought 10,000 more licenses than the residents. Well, that's a lot of money. And not only that, not only losing money on license sales, they would lose money on hotels, convenience stores, restaurants, their local sporting goods. Yeah, it's crazy. There's a bunch of money that out of state people, they come to hunt and they spend a lot of money. And we're just talking about the public. We didn't even touch the private land stuff. Are you talking about out of states? Yeah, they're licensed. They're full license. You go and you have some states do a 3-day non-resident, 5-day non-resident. It's a license. If you're talking about duck hunting, it's going to more than likely be titled under small game, along with the state waterfowl permit or stamp. Then, of course, you got to have your federal, that goes all over the country, so you only got to buy it one time. And then if it's a WMA, you may have to purchase a WMA permit. Some of them are free, some of them you have to purchase. So, but it's a full license for 3 to 5 days. And I want to say that when my Arkansas license for 5 days was like $100 and something bucks. It wasn't cheap. It was not cheap at all. And most guys, when they go out of state to hunt, especially ducks, they're only gonna hunt 3 days most. And they're buying a 5-day license. They're only hunting 3 days. So if you limit to out of state hunters to 3 days a week, which days are you going to limit them to? And then why would they want to spend extra money and to be there? Let's say they mess it up where they say you can only hunt Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And you got to buy a 5-day license. You got to sit there in a hotel room for a day and not do anything. That's a little it's a little crazy. But yeah, we had a big discussion on that the other day. It was pretty lively. Needs to be 100% I can't even pronounce the word. Nationwide, the cost of out of states isn't keeping more people from coming. I'd love if they would, but they're not. You take North and South Carolina, you cross the line, you better have a North Carolina license in your hand. Same thing coming back here. I can see why the state doesn't want that, why the states don't want that, because that's how they're going to make some extra money. Especially in good waterfowling areas. It doesn't, either way, it's not going to bother me none. Because if I want to go, I'm going to go regardless. But what I'm saying is I'm not going to go if they limit me to 3 days a week and I got to buy a 5-day license and they split the days up that you can only hunt like I was saying, for example, Mondays and Fridays. What am I going to do those other 2 days? If I can only hunt Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I've just bought I had to buy a 5-day license. I had to buy a 5-day license, and I can't even hunt 2 of the days unless I go on private land. And then that's more money. And what if I'm not a private land? What if I like to freelance? You're gonna end up losing in the long run. The states will, and a lot of states like Arkansas, they rely on the out of state hunters coming in and, like I said, getting hotel rooms, getting they got to eat, so they're gonna go to restaurants. If they're in the Stuttgart area, or even if they're not, they're still going to go to Max one day. And that's a possibility, Anti. I mean, seriously, it is. I mean, I don't know, honestly. I'm all I'm saying is South Dakota has a lottery. It's hard to get a draw. And if you draw, you get 10 days, which you have to pick wind drawn. Being that I've never done it, I take your word for it. I've never done one for South Carolina, so I have no idea how that. I mean, I just don't keep up with it. But I do know in North Carolina, you get drawn. You get a lottery draw for, let's say, for swans. It's good for the whole swan season. I don't know, buddy. You just got to watch the weather. Finding a campsite would be the hard thing. RD, what's going on? If Noah's listening, tell him I said hello. Finding a campsite would be the thing. I mean, you're not just going to be able to camp in the swamp like you do here. That's guaranteed. You won't be able to do that, especially on the WMAs. So you'd have to find you like a KOA campground. They may allow tent camping. You may have to pull a trailer. I don't know, dude. I've never done it. Every time I go to Arkansas, every time I've been to Arkansas, I've either stayed with a friend, or I was on a guided hunt and stayed with the guide, or I got a hotel room. I'm being lazy, not diving in on the webs, but I think Alaska is still lottery for some things. I do not know. I have no idea. Fighting off home invaders in our little village this afternoon. Holy crap. Oh, you're telling that to RD. Are they still in the area, Jeff? Ain't that the truth, Charles? I'm me and you both, buddy. I've gotten too old with all that camping stuff. Oh, it's fun every now and then, but yeah, I did it a few years ago with some friends, and the air mattress I had wouldn't stay. It had a leak in it or something. Oh man, you talk about I was a hurting puppy. I'm just telling you straight up, I was hurting. I could hardly walk. Some people like it though. They can't find him. I'm strapped for the night. So his wife. I don't blame you, buddy. I put a sign on my front door says door is open. Giggle, giggle. Ooh. Just head to the other hemisphere in January to be with Homer. There you go. That's easier said than done sometimes. Oh, I don't know if any of y'all have ever had this, but I have had problems here the last week with my sciatic nerve. Man, I'm telling you, it is hurting. Thing runs down to my back and down into my leg. Boy, I've been hurting. I've been taking some medicine and stuff for it, but dadgum, this thing hurts. Let's try to go as long as we can tonight with it. And I may have to get up and um, take some more pills. He what? What are you trying to say, Rick? Oh. Things like that don't happen somewhere else, not in a village. You have my partial attention. NHL playoffs are on. You accidentally typed that. Okay. Um, well, welcome in, Cody. Glad you're here. Can't believe you're going to be watching a bunch of guys fist fight on the ice instead of paying attention to what I have to say. But I understand. How's the weather up there anyway, buddy? Give us some words of wisdom on the weather. Hockey takes precedence. What's your number one? If you were given 100% all expenses paid hunt anywhere in the world outside of North America or Africa, would where would you choose to go and what do you want to hunt? Huh. outside of North America. Well, I would probably want to go to New Zealand and hunt ducks. Go to New Zealand and hunt ducks. There you go. That's what I'd want to do. South Carolina or Kansas for me. Penguins, Jeff, when I saw that, I was reading what Anti said, and I thought you were talking about going penguin hunting. Hold a shrimp. Yeah, probably New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand. They'll go hunt ducks. That and my number 2 would be somewhere in South America, duck hunting. Just give me the money. Yeah, but ocellated turkey is in North America, if I'm not mistaken. New Zealand. Yeah, that's what I'd do. I'd want to go to New Zealand. And I'll be waiting on that cash app, that money to hit my cash app that you're going to send me to New Zealand here very soon. Did someone mention shrimp? So did I. Reference the penguins. Yeah, I don't. I'd want to go duck hunt, man. I would. I've duck hunted in Lebanon. I've duck hunted in the Philippines. Duck hunted in Canada. I wouldn't mind going, but that's in North America. You said no North America or Africa. How much do you want to pay for the merganser hunt? I already put him on one, Randy. I already put him on a merganser hunt, ran him into a tree, and tried to poison him with shrimp. But Anti, I'm waiting, and that money has not been deposited in my Cash App. Because the money's there, I'll make the plans. I'll get everything lined up to go. I'm just waiting for that money to hit, and looking at my phone, it still ain't there. America has held the cup for 30 straight years and counting. Quite a few birds milling around now. Good. That's what I want to hear. I'm still waiting, Anti. A merganser hump with a bonus wood duck. There you go. If you hunted with me once, you'd be here every year. I know it. I know it. I know it. But just so you'll know, Cody, I would have said Minnesota, but he said nothing in North America or Africa, so it knocked it out. So I want to get to New Zealand then. If he sends enough, I might be able to get to New Zealand and come back and hunt Minnesota. Baby Canadas are hatching, residents. We got a few mallards on a little pond we got. They last I saw them on trail cam. I got trail cam pictures. There was a hen and two drakes. Coming here could be cheap and very productive. I want to go. I want to get up there bad, dude. You don't have no clue. I got to see what happens. I know I won't be dragging a boat, but can I bring my dog? That'd be the question. Can I bring my dog? I know you got one, and yours likes to eat things. I'm just asking. Rick, I have not in the past couple of years, and that's just because I've been going somewhere else. I hit Louisiana last year, and this year I'm probably going to Arkansas. So if they got water, so if the field has rainwater on it, I'll probably go in there to hunt teal. If they don't have water, then I'll probably hunt around here. I'll probably hunt somewhere. The problem with hunting early teal around here is you can't carry a dog. The alligators are just way too bad. And of course, last year I couldn't carry a dog because I went to Louisiana, and you know the alligators are bad there. No alligators in Minnesota, just saying. Well, that's why I said, Oh. When's y'all season generally open up, Cody? When does duck season usually start up? No shrimp in Minnesota either. What time do you usually start bringing your dog on hunts with you? I start in November, and I just kind of watch the weather and where I'm at. Um, I'm not saying you won't see any alligators in November around here. What I will say is, if you have a couple of frost, they'll be very lethargic and they won't move so fast. But you just gotta you just gotta kind of watch it. Do what now? Well, it could have been in gold and watching the beautiful change, but your impatience gets you nothing. What are you talking about, dude? They just call them bronze the 2 weeks before freeze up or where it's at. I got you. October, early November. No, I have not, Rick. Your chat watch. Oh, that's funny, brother. That's so funny. No, I've never had an alligator go after a dog. I've had them. I've had them swim up to the boat while I've been early teal season. I've had them in the decoys during early teal season. Um, I've had them swim through the decoys in November. So, um, but I've never had one go after a dog before. I've just always been very, very aware of my surroundings when I have my dog with me when I'm hunting around here. I know, Cody. I know. I want to go. I want to get up there, man. I do. You don't have no idea. I might have to send you bullets. That or drive, one or the other. I think it'll take me what, 3 days? A long drive, buddy. That'd be a long drive. 3 days on the road. No gators here and no ducks either. 2 15-hour days. I got you. Oh, 30 hours. Woo. Boo's gonna hook up with Canine's Canine and not go back. That or I am gonna have some mean puppies. They would be some mean puppies. Oh. No. Yeah, but this Marine turned 60 this year, so it gets a little rough sometimes. I know I'd have to bring my own coffee maker and coffee. Hoorah. Woo. Yeah, and grits. Yeah, I'd have to bring grits. Real ones. I'm quite sure you probably could find some instant, but I would have to bring them. What color crayons do you eat for 60? I have always eaten purple crayons, brother. Purple are the best. No grits in these parts. Mm-mm-mm. Tell you what, though, if I could ever get to making some money on this thing, I would most definitely. I do want to get up there because I hope you understand that I do want to go up there. Oh, he needs shrimp and grits, a Southern tradition. I love shrimp and grits, buddy. Especially the way I cook grits. I put cream cheese in it, butter, salt, and pepper. I know, man. I know. I know. I'd love to be up there. But you never know, brother. You may get a phone call towards September and says, "Hey, I'm gonna be on the way. I'll see you in a couple weeks." We'll see what happens. Am I on the coast? I am not on the coast. I almost forgot. You've been caught. Receipts matter. I am not on the coast, buddy. I'm 2 hours from the coast. But yes, I do. We do. I do shrimp a little bit. I have in the past. Um, but if I do want good shrimp, I use generally just head to the coast and go to the docks and wait for the shrimp boats to come in. Matter of fact, I did. Well, I grilled some pork chops tonight for myself, but made a small shrimp gumbo for my wife tonight. the last little bit of shrimp that I had. Wild, wild shrimp. Goon vacation, leave on probation. Go on vacation. I got you. Whew. I just ride over to Drummond's if I want good shrimp. I hear you, buddy. And Drummond, man, they cook some good food over there. Man, they do cook some good food. Don't try Scrabble once. Oh, what else, guys? Cody's trying to get me to go to Minnesota. I had Norwegian killer shrimp. Oh, they weren't that bad. It weren't that bad. Y'all know if I go up there, he's gonna try to get me back and eating something weird that they have up there. What all duck mounts do you have? Wood ducks, widgeon, pintail, mallards, canvasbacks, bufflehead, teal. Yeah, that's about it. I would be too busy in the killing swamp. Your swamp's a whole lot different from my swamp, though. Oh, do Norwegian shrimp go to Shrimp Holla? No, but I can guarantee you, Cody was shrimp hollering. Yours is full of ducks. That is true. That is true. Oh no, you're perfectly fine, buddy. I know what's here. I know what's here. I know what ain't here. I should say. I know what ain't here. Way to kick a guy. Yours does have nostalgia and sharp ranges. Yeah. I guarantee you would have fun though. I already that would be it would be comical. Chalut. I tell you, there was a restaurant there, Charles. I can never remember the name of it. Um, I had to stay there for a couple of days and working, and that was a good restaurant. I can never remember the name of it, but it was some good food there. Mine's got it will swallow you up. uh, well, see, I can't drag my boat up there because y'all won't let me get on the water with my motor. My motor's too big. Yeah, yeah, there, Charles. I don't, Anti, you nuts, buddy. Um, man, I can't remember the name of that restaurant. It was a seafood restaurant. I cannot remember the name of it. That old building near Santee State Park was amazing. It burnt down, I think, 2 years ago. Yeah, I believe it was a seafood and barbecue or something, wasn't it? RD? No, it ain't no Captain D's, dude. No, this is a seafood restaurant. No, I can't remember. If you even if you told me, I'm not sure I can remember the name of it. I think it was everything. Yeah, I think they had barbecue, steak, seafood. It was a whole pile of food they sold at that they had at that place. RD over at Santee State Park. Jerome's. That doesn't sound familiar. He has no backup Jenny's either. Ah, you can see the dirt between the cracks of the floor. Yeah, I'm trying to remember that place in Chalut. Oh no, you say it ain't so, Cody. I'm trying to fish in a barrel, or I don't know why that sounds familiar. I can't remember the name of it. Well, hey, if it's still at your house, when I get up there, I'll sign it for you, and you'll have an autograph. Long John Silver's. No, dude, it wasn't no chain store. It was a flipping real seafood restaurant. I will say they had, as far as getting it in a restaurant, they had the best shrimp and grits. It was Charleston style, where they fried the grits in the cakes, made grit cakes and fried them. Man, that thing was good. Whew. Only seafood places I've heard of. This is in Chalut, North Carolina. I guess I'm pronouncing it right. I've heard people tell me different names. Um, I remember it being downtown. Um, I do remember that it was downtown, um, like a Main Street kind of place. Well, you got to flip it around and shrimp in grits, not grits and shrimp. Well, that's cool. I can't even. No, I'm not even gonna try. It's always been shallot. Shallot. But it was a good restaurant. It really was. Whoa. Oyster Rock. Where are you coming up with these names, Cody? Where in the world are you coming up with these names? Y'all talking about food done got me hungry. Oh, Bo, it's going on 9:15. How many days of duck season? You know, I haven't counted today, but April, you got May, June, July, August. That's 4 months, 4.5, 5 months. And that would be depending on where you're at, Grant. You got about 5 months. We're halfway through April. So you got May, June, July, August, and half of April and half of September. So yeah, 5 months. I can't remember the name of it, Cody. I googled restaurant in that area. I can't remember. Big groups of coots and a few blue wings around here. Working in the shop, I'll go around 10:30 or so and eat. Man, there's no way I could eat that late. No way. Coots, count me in. Oh, goodness. I am ready. I got to get with Randy. I got to take a trailer over there. We're going to put a duck blind on it. And I'm going to tote it off to the woods. 10:30. I'm telling you, man. There's no way I could eat that late. Wake up around 2 and 3 and eat a snack. Lord of mercy. Yeah, I got to get that trailer over to you, Randy, so we can start building that blind. I'm going to haul it off to the woods, put it up there. And first off, before I do that, I might have to run down to the probably Lowe's or something and fill that trailer up full of mulch and redo all the flower beds around here. Let's see here. I am ready, guys. I can't get any more readier. I've got everything I need. I just need a place to go now. Cody wants me to come up there to Minnesota. I want to go. I want to go bad. Got to go for the night. The puppy's telling me he needs to go out ASAP. Have a good week. All right, Charles. Take care of yourself, man. Appreciate you stopping by. I just got to know if I can bring my dog. Can I bring my dog? Can I bring my dog? I'd hate to leave her for 10 days. I know that's a tough one. I'm gonna tell you, Randy. I want to get that built. All right, RD. Take care of yourself, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. Tell Noah I said hey. A Papa Daddy edition blind. There you go. I know that's a tough one. I know it is. But can you imagine the video? Can you imagine the video? I mean, if I drive up there, I'll bring a kennel. She ain't gonna like it, but I'll bring it. Because I'd have to drive. Not that I wouldn't want to fly, but I just don't trust planes with guns and ammo and stuff. Just nowadays seems like every 5 minutes there's a plane falling out of the sky. So I might want to drive. No. Anti, she has free roam of the house. I flew to Tennessee. I upped her life insurance. No, and I don't. She rides in the truck with me. When we're sitting in the living room, she's either in my lap or on the floor. Time for bed. She's in the bed with us. I don't. I don't. She's my buddy. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way we are. But I would bring a kennel. I'd put that in the back of the truck to have for the just in case. Yeah, your dog's a problem. I know. That's what I know. She's retiring October 1st. Awesome. She's had a good career. $12 years. Oh, she'll get in her little. I got a little dog blind. It's it's like a kennel, and she gets in that quick. So I mean, getting her into a kennel is not the problem. It's her wanting to stay and having her to stay in it for any length of time. There's the problem. 'PG scores. Was that a good thing? Are they behind, or somebody finally scored? I know hockey, they don't score that often. Ahead now, up by one. Oh man. Well, I've been here for an hour and a half, guys. I'm gonna be really honest. My sciatic nerve is killing me, and I need to get up and go stretch it out and take some more medicine. Um, so I'm gonna let y'all have it for the rest of the night. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good week. Again, happy Easter. Um, hope your week goes by and quick, so the weekend gets here and you can get out and do what you love to do outside. So, guys, y'all have a good one, and we will see y'all next time on Daddy Duck 365. Have a good night.